Most of the financial advice you see online these days sound great the first time you hear it, right? Until you realize it's basically designed for broke people. We've all seen them before. Stop drinking coffee, cut up your credit cards, pay off your debt before you invest the first dollar. These sound like safe choices, right? But here's the truth. Safe doesn't build wealth. And this is where I got the title for this video today. See, the fact is that the best financial advice is too smart for TikTok because it doesn't fit into 15 seconds. And frankly, if you limit the time that you can invest in understanding your personal finances to just a few seconds, well, in my opinion, chances are it's going to be challenging. So stick around as I'm going to show you what that advice should actually look like. And I'm going to show you how you can test your own potential in just a few minutes with something I built called the Wealth Builder's Home Score. Hi, I'm Kerry Langley. I'm a personal mortgage strategist, a personal finance visionary, and the creator of HomeBuck's TCO program. Over the last 40 years, I've helped thousands and thousands of successful families buy, own, and finance over $2 billion in residential real estate. And here's what I've learned. Most people don't fail financially because they're lazy. They fail because they're following the wrong rule book. So today, I'm going to give you the rule book that my wealthy clients actually use. And then at the end of this video, you'll have an opportunity to know exactly where you stand when you take the free Wealth Builder's Home Score. And checking out our home score is super important because frankly, I believe it's the smartest 3 minutes you'll ever spend on your financial future. So let's start off by destroying one of the biggest financial myths out there. All debt is bad. I like to change it around a little, and I use bad debt is bad. My experience has shown me that the right kind of debt, the type that is attached to the right kind of assets, like a mortgage loan on your primary residence, can be one of the most powerful wealth building tools on earth. And wealthy families don't fear debt because they understand two incredibly powerful financial concepts: leverage, and a concept I called the total cost of ownership, or TCO. See, they don't ask me, what's my rate? They ask me, what's my return? And this one mindset shift is what separates the average homeowner from the million-dollar wealth builder. Let me give you a real-life example. Earlier this year, a couple of clients of mine, we'll call them Bill and Susie, almost made a gigantic financial mistake. And it just happens to be one that could be facing literally millions of American households. They were about to sell their existing home as it was time for them to upgrade. And in doing so, they were planning on paying off their amazing 2 5/8% interest rate mortgage, and then they were going to buy a new home financed at today's higher interest rates. On paper, this all looked really responsible. But when we ran the numbers using my HomeBucks TCO software, we discovered something that was frankly shocking. That decision would have cost them an opportunity to let someone else fund over $800,000 in new wealth creation for them. That's right, I said $800,000. So instead, we restructured the deal. They decided to keep their current home as a rental. They used the equity in that property strategically to help them buy the new home. And now they're on track to gain over $800,000 in personal net worth, letting someone else pay for it. I call this concept OPM, other people's money, and it just happens to be the way most millionaires get rich, owning real estate. And this all came from making one smarter ownership decision. And this is just a prime example of what I mean when I say that this best financial advice is too smart for TikTok, because it took me about an hour to develop this strategy for them. Wow, 1 hour of my time, $800,000 for my clients. I'll take that every day. Here's another one that almost no one will tell you. Your biggest financial opportunities usually aren't driven by what you earn. They're driven by how you own. See, every dollar that you spend on your housing, we'll call it mortgages, taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, can either be looked at as a cost or an investment strategy. And this is a choice that you get to make. And so, if you want to know what side of that equation you're on today, that's exactly why I built the Wealth Builder's Home Score. It breaks down your situation into 5 key categories: ownership efficiency, leverage, cash flow, debt management, and equity growth. And you'll get to see where you're overpaying and where your hidden potential is. It's fast, it's free, and it might be the single smartest move you make this year. Now, let's talk about TCO, or the total cost of ownership. When most people buy a home, they look at only 3 financial considerations. They look at the interest rate, they look at the payments, and they look at the down payment. But my wealthy clients look at something totally different. They look at the entire lifetime cost, starting with month number 1, then they move on to year number 1, year number 5, year number 15, and year number 30. This is what I call TCO thinking. And this is why I say using TCO turns an ordinary homeowner into a strategic wealth builder, as it helps you choose the right loan structure. It helps you choose the right down payment structure. It helps you time your equity leverage. It helps you identify refinance opportunities and pinpoint when your home can start paying you back. See, when you understand TCO, you realize that buying a home isn't just about having a shelter. It's about creating a financial engine that compounds over time. And the beautiful part, you don't need to be a millionaire to use it when you start. You just need to be ready to think like one and be willing to position yourself to win. That's why I built the Wealth Builders Home Score, so you will have the info you need to make an educated choice. So here's what I want you to do next. Check out the link in the description below. It's completely free. Answer the 15 questions about your current home, your current goals, and your financial setup. And within minutes, you'll receive a personalized report showing you your score across these 5 wealth building categories. And you will get a detailed look at how much opportunity is sitting inside the walls of your current home. See, this isn't theory. This is proven math. And this math doesn't lie. Because if you want to build wealth like the top 1%, you need to start thinking like them. And frankly, watching this video or any other financial video isn't going to do it. You're going to have to take action. And this begins by measuring what actually matters, your total cost of ownership. And it all starts with the Wealth Builders Home Score. So the next time someone gives you some free financial advice on TikTok, remember this. Real wealth isn't built in sound bites. It's built on sound strategies. The best financial advice isn't always the loudest or the cutest or the ones with the dancing emojis. It's the one that makes you richer. I'm Kerry Langley, and this is HomeBucks Magic. Our goal is to help 1 million American families build $1 million in wealth owning residential real estate by sharing with them the best financial advice ever. So be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can catch all of our videos. Thank you for your time today, and take care.